The year is 1941. The Atlantic is a graveyard. Every week, the headlines scream the same nightmare. Another dozen merchant ships torpedoed, another 100,000 tons of steel and supplies swallowed by the sea. Britain is starving. The Soviet Union is bleeding. A modern cargo ship takes 230 days to build, sometimes longer. At that speed, the U-boats will win before the first American soldier ever sets foot in Europe. But he has spent years watching men hammer red-hot rivets one by one into leaking seams, and he is tired of it. In his notebook are sketches, giant sections of a ship, prefabricated in factories miles from the water, then welded together on the ways instead of riveted. No more scaffolding crawling with riveters. No more weeks lost waiting for plates to cool. Just weld, launch, repeat.
The bosses laugh at first. Welding a whole ship, the hull will tear itself apart in the first storm. Pollock doesn't argue. He just asks for one slipway and one chance. They give him slipway 10, the one nobody wants because it's too short and too steep. He recruits the misfits, welders who can burn a perfect bead upside down, burners who can cut steel like cloth, and a crew of women fresh off the farms because every able-bodied man is already spoken for. They call themselves the Liberty Fleet before they even have a ship. On September 27, 1941, the SS Patrick Henry slides down the ways in 244 days, still slower than anyone wants, but the hull is welded, not riveted, and every section was built somewhere else and trucked in. The newspapers notice. President Roosevelt goes on the radio and quotes the old revolutionary, "We have not yet begun to fight, but give us the tools." Pollock doesn't stop. He keeps shaving days, then weeks. The yard starts building sections in abandoned canneries, in football fields, even in the parking lots of shut-down automobile plants. Giant 250-ton chunks of bow, stern, and mid-body roll in on railway flat cars like children's toys and are welded together in perfect alignment. Cranes that once lifted 10 tons now swing 400. The welders work 3 shifts, sparks cascading around them like orange waterfalls.
By 1942, the impossible starts happening. The average build time collapses to 42 days, then 30. Then, on November 16, 1942, the SS Robert E. Peary is launched just 4 days, 15 hours, and 29 minutes after her keel was laid. Reporters swarm the yard. Flashbulbs pop. The welders, faces black with soot, grin beneath goggles for the first time in years. The record will never be beaten, but it doesn't need to be, because the yards are no longer building ships one at a time. They're mass-producing them the way Ford once mass-produced Model Ts. 18 shipyards from Maine to California adopt Pollock's methods. Kaiser alone runs 7 yards that together will launch a new Liberty ship every 10 hours for the rest of the war. 2,710 Liberty ships in all. Ugly, slab-sided, 10,000-ton brutes with steam engines older than most of their crew, but they float, they carry tanks and airplanes and spam and bullets, and they keep coming no matter how many wolf packs